Hello guys, today I want to share with you an MTG Modern gameplay with my ninja deck. But before we see the games, let's look at the deck first. So this is a typical tempo ninja deck list, like a kitchen table brew. We have 12 enablers and 12 card draw ninjas. The enablers here, Thousand Faced Shadow, which in the end can also be used as with ninjutsu to copy another one. But first its role is to be an enabler. So Ornithopter and Fairyseer also. The scry ability is very useful to dig or for more lands or put more lands away or to look for whatever we need. Then 12 card draw ninjas, the Infiltrator, the Hacker, and the original Ninja of the Deep Hours. So yeah, the plan is pretty straightforward. Turn 1 enabler, turn 2 a ninja, and start drawing cards. Then the extra cards we can use for our interaction, which has like a couple of pitch spells we can play for free, also without spending mana, but pitching some of our extra cards, which are Disrupting Shoal and Force of Negation, but also the March of Swirling Mist can be very useful when our opponent has a couple of blockers or creatures. Then we can play it in our opponent's turn to stop him from attacking, and also he will not be able to block in our next turn. So this can be a huge finishing move. Then rounding it up for copies of Fatal Push, which hits the most things, not all the things, but it's most consistent with our tempo plan. We need our mana for playing the ninjas and replaying our enablers, so our interaction has to be as cheap as it gets. Rounding it up, we have 3 Swordseize for controlling the game, and finishing 2 copies of Kaito, which can pump our whole team, and 2 Umitsawa's Jite, which will be good against creature matchups, I hope. So, yeah, before we go to the games, here I will just go through the sideboard. It's just pretty typical sideboard stuff. The Flare of Denial is a very great counter, I feel, in this deck, but so the modern meta is very aggressive, so and against this aggressive affinity or energy lists, I don't want to sacrifice a creature to counter something, so I only have it in the sideboard to play against some decks with bigger spells, let's say like Eldrazi or something worthful counter to where the sacrifice is not that important. Yeah, okay. Shieldred's Edict, because Fatal Push doesn't deal with everything. Spell Snare can also be in the main deck, but you know, I'm pretty happy with the March of Swirling Mist, sorry. So yeah, the deck list is not in stone, so it can change from time to time. Now for this gameplay I have this deck list, and without further ado, let's check out the games. So, okay, 1 second. In Cockatrice I have the replay, so in the replay I have to make this, otherwise you would see the opponent's hand. So let's go through the game. Game starts, my opponent starts, and I draw the hand which I need. So, you know, our deck is pretty synergistic. It has enablers and ninjas, and you need both to have a good hand. So that's why I also have 12 of each in my deck, that I don't have to mulligan often. So, okay, what are we doing? The Ornithopter, pretty standard. I feel like yeah, because we anyway have an enabler. It's that he counters the thousand-faced shadow. It's like it's not a big deal for me. I was like happy that he spends the counter. On the other side, our ninjas can't be countered anyway. And at this point, I'm not sure what my opponent's deck really looks like. So only some blue, some counter. I think maybe he has a control deck or something. Which against control decks in general, our ninjutsu plan is very effective, as ninjutsu can't be countered. And here we get to see what our ninjas does. I use the Moon Circuit Hacker first most often. So in this case I play the Fairies here, or did I play Swordseize? Maybe Swordseize. Yeah. So yeah. And my opponent resigns. He didn't want that I see his plan, because from what I saw, I just don't know much. Maybe it's a control deck, but in the next game we see what his plan was. So as I didn't see a lot, I didn't mulligan. Let's go for the next game. Now we get to see the opponent's plan maybe. Opponent starts first again. Let's look at our hand. It has enabler and a ninja. It's already enough for a keep. 2 lands, perfect. Okay, opponent plays Preordain. As he's tapped out, I use the time for developing my board, putting the enabler, following my plan. Otherwise, maybe I have led with Swordseize, as I saw the stand scolding in the last game. But now it's already hard for him to deal with my ninjutsu plan. I attack. And what's he doing? Okay, he's evoking a subtlety. Yeah. Ah, okay, now we see what his deck is about. Evoking elementals and stopping the sacrifice trigger. Okay. So, fun little deck. But as our ninja left the battlefield, revolt is triggered. So fatal push, but he protects him by phasing out. Phasing out is another way, by the way, to stop the sacrifice trigger. So yeah, this is really what his deck is about. Now he has a 4/4 already. Wait. No, it's fine. It was another ninja. Yeah, okay. Quantum Riddler, another creature. He can draw cards and then stop the warp trigger. So pretty fun deck what I see there. Now we have another fatal push in hand. I'm thinking about attacking here. And if I'm blocked, again use the fatal push. But I also need my enabler for ninjutsu purposes, and I thought maybe I draw a polluted delta in the next couple of turns, which would also trigger revolt. So that's why I didn't want to give up my ninja there at this point. I didn't want to give him like a 2-for-1, basically. I don't know. Maybe I could have done this because I see I already have my 4th land and I'm going to play to hardcast the Ninja of the Deep Hours next turn anyway. So in hindsight, that would be a possibility, which I could have done. Here I'm going to hardcast my Ninja, and what's he doing? Is he going to do something about it? Response. Oh, Archmage. But he's not going to counter, he's going to draw 2 cards. So my ninja resolves. But yeah, the ninja doesn't do much there. This is the problem if the opponent has a couple of blockers, which now he has also a Quantum Riddler, which draws a couple of cards. So now it's already very difficult for my deck. Drawing another ninja. Yeah, and if it would have resolved, then maybe the March of Swirling Mist could have rescued me in the couple of next turns if I drew it. But like this, the Quantum Riddler now draws even another extra card there, which now that he has the bigger board, and this is enough for me, so I decide to resign, I guess, at this point, right? He already has 4 cards in hand, the bigger creatures. Yeah, I've seen enough. Oh, I draw 1 more card, but then, yeah. All right. So now I have seen the opponent's deck. We can go to the 3rd game. I changed a couple of cards. What did I change? I put out the Disrupting Shoal, and I put in... What did I put in? Let's see again. I think... I just put in the... No, the Shielded Edict I put in. Because he has some big creatures and they can block maybe. So... Yeah, I put the Disrupting Shoal out and the Shielded Edict I put in. So now let's see the 3rd game. The good thing, I am going to start, and I feel like if I'm on the start, I can put this deck of my opponent under serious pressure because it's not the most aggressive, quick deck what he has there. So we draw. This time we didn't have a card draw ninja for turn 2 in our hand, but I have Fairy Seer, and I'm always happy with my Fairy Seer digging for some ninjas. That's like the card is really the secret MVP of the deck. I would say it like this: the glue to keep it together. I really can dig for my ninjas now. Okay, he starts some preordaining, some digging, and I use my tempo plan, developing a board, even if it's now only 1/1s. Going to attack for 1, which doesn't seem too much, but now when I play some other 1/1s, I develop quite a board, which also can be useful if my opponent starts to deploy some blockers. Then I'm also having a unblocked creature always to use with ninjutsu. And now I'm really digging a lot for my ninjas. With 3 fairy seers, I'm surely going to find one. Interestingly, Cockatrice replay doesn't show now the 2 cards I have on top of my library. It's like I'm watching from the spectator's point of view here, the gameplay, the replay. Yeah, but exactly like this, only drawing a card doesn't do anything to the board, only like there's my tempo plane, should be quite good. I drew the ninja finally. Drawing a card. My plan is going on. Now I just need to stop my opponent from deploying a board. And it will be too much for him already. Drawing one other land will give me the ninjutsu with the thousand-faced shadow to copy my deep hour ninjas. And it will be just too much too quick. So what he is going to do, third land, another quantum ruler. And has he the consign to memory? Yes, he has, but force of negation. So yeah, and he resigns, rightly so probably. So in the last game we really saw our tempo plan against a deck which is not the most aggressive, the most quick from my opponents, but was also very fun, synergistic, and looked strong, to be honest. So yeah, in this game you really saw the typical plans of the kitchen table ninja brew, tempo brew. I hope you had some fun, and I will surely upload some more gameplays in the next time. I'm not sure, maybe I will change something, but to be honest, I'm really happy with this brew here. For the next time, I don't know. In general, I will try some different types of ninja deck. Like this ninja deck, it's really about the card drawing tempo plan. Normally, or before this, I didn't have like four copies of Ninja of the Deep Hours. You can experiment here a lot. Like you can go for the Zatoro, the Infiltrator plan. You can go for a mid-range plan with Orcish Bowmasters and Psychic Frog. Yeah, we can have some many different experiments here in the future. But again, I was very happy how this was going. I'm very happy with the March of Swirling Mist, even if we didn't see it this match. Let's have some more matches with this deck in the future before we see if we need to change something or not. Alright, so I hope you had fun, and maybe I see you next time around. Take care.